Eric Holmes, I've been blabbing for a little bit. Why don't you take it away with sort of the plot summary and your
Yes, yes. So Chip is in a cult. It's like one of those kind of we're gonna transcend, blah blah blah. And by transcend, they mean they're gonna drink Kool-Aid that's poisoned and they all die. That's what they aspire to. They're not there yet. So Chip is part of this cult, and he's kind of the idiot of the cult. Like they're like, I guess you're part of a cult, but we really don't want you here. Well, they decide, hey Chip, why don't you run to the store and grab some stuff? It's like, but are we gonna transcend? It's like, oh yeah, we need this, but you need to get it. You're the one. It's like, I am the one. I'm gonna go get this. And he leaves, and he comes back, and everyone in the cult is dead. He's like, those mother effers transcended without me. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna go out and he's gonna start his own cult. And then the rest of the movie is basically just him and others. We'll leave a certain part out of that, but him and others going to find other cult members. Yeah, basically watch a bunch of idiots come together just to form this other cult. My favorite one, the funniest line I laughed at for like 10 minutes was he came up to the one guy and he was like outside the army recruiting office. He came out in like the old school army fatigues, like, so you in the military? He's like, nah, man, they wouldn't let me in. Why? What happened? He's like, I don't know. They said I had celery bones or something. This movie is completely stupid, but like funny stupid.
and
Charming.
smart stupid. I was saying this. It's funny stupid and it's smart stupid. Meaning,
It's not that smart. It's just stupid.
really?
But
I,
I
I thought
think this.
I thought smartly executed. Smartly executed, don't you think?
I think this is like one of those like it's stupid, but it knows how to navigate in that stupid area. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Imagine Napoleon Dynamite. If Napoleon Dynamite was funny, that would kind of be this movie.
Napoleon. Are you saying Napoleon Dynamite is not funny, Eric
Not
Holmes?
not a fan of Napoleon Dynamite,
What's your rating on
but
Napoleon Dynamite, Mike?
uh,
I was kidding. I was
only like
kidding.
one and a half somewhere around there.
My goodness.
There's like Rex Kwando is funny, and the guy throwing the football at the camera is funny, but otherwise I can do without. If I never watch Napoleon Dynamite for the rest of my life, I will be happy, man.
Right.
But Let's Start a Cult. If I never get to watch Let's Start a Cult again for the rest of my life, I will be very, very sad, man.
Right. So that's obnoxious loser. His name's like Eric was saying. His name's Chip. Chip is played by Stavros Halkias. We also have to mention Will Wes Haney as William. William is the former cult leader. Yeah, he ends up.
I was trying to dance around that,
Oh,
probably.
you want to try? Okay, okay. You know what?
Yeah, because it's a thing that happens. So I guess it wouldn't be
No, no.
that big
You
of
know
a deal,
what?
but
You know what? Let's just say it also starts Wes Haney, Katie Fulan, Daniel Simonson, Ethan Suplee, right? Tom
yeah,
Papa and Phil
CM
Brooks.
CM Punk.
CM Punk. CM Punk has a
That
really
he showed up and was like, man, that guy looks like CM Punk. Oh, that is CM Punk. All right,
okay,
cool.
and hold it here. Here, quote. Traveling together through middle America, the constantly bickering this duo there, which includes, again, the obnoxious loser Chip and this other person he brings as far as helping start a new cult. They recruit a military wannabe, which Eric mentioned in the funniest line of the movie, a
Celery
mental,
bones. We'll
yeah,
just call him
yeah,
celery bones from here.
quote, a mentally unstable mom and a mysterious foreign hitchhiker. This mysterious foreign hitchhiker, by the way, spoiler alert, has one of this year's best freaking monologues in cinema. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just this movie. I'll tell you, Let's Start a Cult. I have not been this surprised by a comedy. And who knows, maybe I don't know even know if Eric likes this movie. Last time I was this
I
surprised,
hate it. This is a one-star movie.
I know I wasn't this surprised by a comedy of this level since Office Space some years
Yeah.
ago. First time I saw Office Space, I was blown away. First time I saw Let's Start a Cult, totally blown away. And it's exclusively in theaters October 25th. I hope whoever's in charge of this movie being in theaters, I hope they're doing a good job with marketing because this movie is going to be, whether it does great business in theaters or not, it's going to be a cult hit. Why not
Yeah.
make it a hit right now? Eric, your review of Let's Start a Cult.
Yeah. Again, I don't like Napoleon Dynamite, but I totally realized that it's a movie that caught on. A lot of people love it. Super Troopers, love Super Troopers. Start off didn't make much money, but became a thing. Uh, I mean,
Yeah, no, those are good, too good.
Pick a random Adam Sandler movie, before he blew up. Think of any comedy that started off just getting crapped on early on, or not seen, or not successful, and then eventually people find it. That becomes like their favorite comedy ever. That's kind
Right.
of this movie.
Right. This movie's directed by Ben Kitnick, who are the writers for this movie. There's Stavros
Uh,
Halkias, Wes
yeah,
Haney, and Ben Kitnick.
yeah. Chip
Again,
William and the director.
wow. Okay, let's just say this. The only barrier to entry for Let's Start a Cult, I really love this comedy, but don't I have a niece, she's 8 years old. I'm not going to take her to see Let's Start a Cult because there is some what do you say, Eric? I'm not saying some sketchy, but some adult humor in this movie, right? Just some adult humor in
Eh,
this.
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
I watched Yellowbeard as a child, so I can't say anything.
Okay, well, so I just really love this. I don't know. It's so hard to describe this movie. Let's just say, Let's Start a Cult. The only negative of this movie is I haven't seen it again. That's my only
Yes,
complaint,
that's same here.
right?
And the thing with comedies, like the celery bone stuck, but like I remember laughing so hard at so many different parts of this movie, and I couldn't tell you one of them just because my brain doesn't work that way. Like I'll start laughing and it usually disappears right away. So I gotta watch it like 10, 15 times to start like quoting it for real. But I cannot wait to watch it 10, 15 more times because I love this movie.
This is how funny Let's Start a Cult is. When you laugh at some of the news updates in this movie, that's not even a sketch. There's a news update, and you're just cracking up. Also, I don't know if Eric, you agree with this. This movie has a little bit of heart to it too. It's as
Oh
far as
yeah.
just
I mean that just kind of that's like the MSG you sprinkle in your food to make it that little bit better.
yeah, it has a good heart. There are this is one of those. I hope in cinematics we try to unearth some gems, and I don't know. I think we have a good one here. I mean, you and I we were pretty
Yeah.
early adopters of Dinner in America, correct? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I think this is it. Cinematics listeners, let's start a cult. The cult is people who've watched Let's Start a Cult. Let's start me, Eric, Bruce, listeners. You guys are the most important things, most important people here. So just start watching
Also,
this movie.
a cool thing about this, like, there's stuff that's obviously funny, but and I'd have to watch it again and again. But I suspect there's like maybe some more detailed stuff that's like undercover
100%.
fun. Like you didn't catch it the first time, but like you'll watch again, like, oh, I didn't notice that. That there's probably stuff like that, and like
I'm gonna
especially like
ask
that.
you.
There was a scene where a dude was doing one of the guys was doing an interview. It was like, I don't know, they could be anywhere. Just driving right
Right,
behind him.
exactly. Right. Yeah, that's pretty. There's so many funny stuff in Let's Start a Cult. Exclusively in theaters October 25th. Eric, final thought and your rating.
It was 6.9 all the way. I love this movie. This is probably one of my favorites of the year.
All right, sounds good. Eric, what's my rating?
5 stars.
5 stars, and yeah, I'm gonna copy Eric. It's probably gonna be one of my favorites this year too. So I mean,
I'm
there's
actually
nothing.
putting 6.9 in
Look, you know what?
quotations.
I never, right. I never say that, but let's just say, yeah, it's a 5 stars. Bruce likes to say 5 star classic. I'm going to say 5 star classic. I'm going to let you put 6.9 on the Google Doc just for the heck of it. I wonder what Bruce is going to give Let's Start a Cult. I know he loved it as well.
Because I know that he recognized it's stupid, but he didn't say it was stupid. So I think that if I had to guess, I think he understands what the movie's going for and probably appreciates it for that. I can't imagine he loves it as much as I do, but if he does, I'd be tickled to hell to
Yeah.
hear that he does as well. But yeah, let's start a cult. Go watch it, and then let us know what you think. Because also, again, Bruce brings this up a lot. People's sense of humor is different. Stuff I think is funny, you think is stupid. Stuff you think is horrifying, I think is hilarious. So, like, it's just
Eric, do you like pizza?
love it.
Tell me, have you met someone who's ever hated pizza? Have you met a couple of people? Yeah, maybe a
Um,
couple of people, right?
Probably people that can't eat it because of like gluten or
Ooh,
whatever, but
fair. That's fair.
not that ooh gross pizza. Oh no, that's not true. There's people that I know that don't like cheese, so they wouldn't eat pizza just because of the cheese.
Okay, but how about cheeseless pizza? Maybe. I mean,
Maybe
the idea.
then it's not pizza.
Oh,
You need
well,
bread, sauce, and cheese. That's
there's
the
a whole
bare
different
minimum
argument
for it
right
to
there.
be.
let's
You
just
can put
say,
whatever you want on top of that, even pineapple. I don't give a crap, but it needs to have bread, sauce, and cheese. Otherwise, it's not pizza.
how about this, folks?
Then it's
Let,
just breadsticks with dipping
le-
sauce on it.
how about this, folks? Let's start a cult is like a really well-made cheeseburger, and there
There you go.
it could be a vegan cheeseburger if you want. Okay, it's just I think it's something that I hope we're not wrong in this. I think most people are gonna love this movie. I hope so. But
I
like
would
Eric,
I would think so.
eh,
I mean, there's obviously going to be people that watch it and don't get it, and that's fine. But this movie's just too good.